some of the biggest marketing mistakes that you see people making today?
Yeah, I would say the biggest marketing mistakes is not doing anything online. Okay, so I get it. I'm a digital marketing company. I'm gonna say that referrals are great. So I'm not gonna knock referrals or like traditional marketing because it's the number one form of business, right? Like referrals are free advocates for your businesses, for your small business or you being as a realtor, right? It's easy. You already have that layer of trust built into that. So like, I'm going to trust my friends and family that say, hey, you need to go to Tom for any of your title needs, right? Well, all of a sudden, Tom, you have a layer of trust that I would not normally have for you because I have people that I trust within my inner circle that's referring you, right? And it doesn't cost me anything to market that, right? Because it's a referral. The problem with being so dependent on that is you're limited to the network of people that you have in their network. So what happens when it runs out, right? Or what happens when that network of people already bought a house last year and they don't need a house the next 3 years? Absolutely. What do you do now? Or the aspect of if somebody's moving in from out of town as a realtor, right? And they don't know who to call, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to pull out their phones and look it up, right? Right. So if you're not listed on Google, if you're not building out content and they can't find you, then you're obviously not going to get that lead, right? Or that job or that sale or whatever it is. So that's a big avenue behind that. The other thing, the example I always use for small businesses, right? So like, let's say we have a lot of people we talk to that are old school, that have been word of mouth, that have been referrals. They're not online at all. And it's awesome that they were able to do that for 20 to 30 years, but things are changing. You can't put an ad in a phone book and get the same result as what you get now. So the example I always give them is like, okay, what if you're on vacation? Okay. And this is an example for a restoration client. You're on vacation, you're in your Airbnb or whatever it is, right? And your house, a pipe bursts in your house. What are you going to do? Like if you need to hire somebody to come out, you're probably going to call the Airbnb person, right? But if they're not able to help you, how are you going to find the contractor that's in Florida that you're in an area that you don't know of? Right. You're going to have to Google it, right? So if you're not popping up on Google, you're already doing yourself a disservice because you're not going to show up. You're losing out on leads, right? So that's the number one mistake that we see. The other thing is this world is becoming so digital. I mean, everybody, when they pull out their phones, right, and you're scrolling through stuff, it's not still post anymore. It's videos, right? Yes,
absolutely.
So,
big advocates on video.
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing right now?
Right. Exactly.
So that's the other thing too, is like if you're not creating content like online, you're missing out on an opportunity to make yourself an authority figure in your space. Like Tom, you have forgot more about like title companies in this business that I will ever learn in my lifetime. It's just true. Same thing with realtors. They know more about real estate than their clients will ever know forever. So why would you not take the opportunity to pull out your phone and say, let's take a video today of the top 3 ways you can get more money for your house when you sell it, right? Or something as simple as that, and create a post, create a blog on it, because now all of a sudden you're an authority figure in Chicago for this information, or you're an authority figure in Bloomington Normal because you're the one who's actually writing out different helpful tips that people are able to utilize, right? So that's just a cool aspect, and we do that too for our company. We gotta take our own medicine sometimes, right? So we started doing a Tuesday tip to where it's like, hey, we're gonna educate small business owners on different ways they can help grow their business online. Those are a couple avenues and mistakes we're seeing. The other thing I wanted to mention too, Tom, is educate everybody on social media. So social media used to just be like brand awareness tool to where it's like, hey, if you need your roof repaired, contact us at this phone number. Well, Google recently this summer has let social media posts be indexed, so they're now subject to indexing. So basically that comes back to our SEO, our search engine optimization. Before your social media, just the page. So whether it's like Tommy Bender Instagram, right? Like your page would come up as at Google if somebody searched Tommy Bender, but your post wouldn't necessarily come up, right? So now Google allows individual posts to be indexed. So what that basically means is, like, if for the example I had before, where you're, hey, top three ways to get more money out of your listing or whatever it is, that post all of a sudden and that video can start popping up on Google when people are typing those in.
Oh, that's cool.
and the search results.
That's what I would want.
Yeah, so the game has completely changed. So it used to be a brand awareness. They have to go into your Instagram or your Facebook to like learn more about you and what you do. Well, now you can just start showing up, which is a pretty cool aspect. So,
God dang it. Listen, realtors, finally a marketing guy that knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing.